Hey YouTube, it's Maddie, the Emptiness Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. If it's your first time, I hope you enjoy the content. And if you're returning, as always, I'm super glad you came back. So today I'm going to review just a few of my favorite things to pick up at the Dollar Tree for my craft room. Some of them, many of you have used in the past. You may like it, you may not like it, but some of you, it may not have occurred to you to stop into the Dollar Tree because maybe you thought the items would not really be good enough. And I'm telling you, give it a try, because the things that I have here, I have found for me work great and are a fabulous money saver. So just going to get right into it. We'll be brief. For $1.25, any of these things, if you are considering it, I am telling you, give it a try. You will likely not be sorry. So any crafter who has been to the Dollar Tree have seen this item. It is a self-healing mat. $1.25, you can't find any mat like this anywhere for a similar price. It works fine. I put it in my craft bag. I bring it with me. I use it for quick cuts. I keep one in my craft bag and one hanging around the craft room in case I just want to pull it out and don't really have any need for a larger item. It's a great buy. I recommend it highly. These are my favorite items to buy. These are the foam tape. This comes in a pack of 3 for $1.25 at all different sizes. I think it works great. It is so much cheaper than the name brand. I don't know about the math for the huge rolls that are offered on Amazon or some of the online stores, but I don't really have space for one of those huge rolls. So these are replaced as needed. They offer enough variety for me, and they are plenty sticky. These ones, if you haven't seen them before, are already pre-cut, and depending on what you're using your foam tape for, this can be very handy. Just so you're aware, you can't find this in the craft section of Dollar Tree. I don't know why, but they are in the automotive section. So if you're interested in this, shoot over to that aisle. These are in the craft section, and these are very similar to Cricut brand tools, and you use them to weed your work out of your Cricut machine, or just as a metal spatula. I already had some made by the Cricut brand, but these are my backups for $1.25. I promise you that is not what I paid for the name brand. This one is just double-sided tape. We use those in a variety of ways. I think it works fine. It is not tear tape, so you do need to cut it, and if that bothers you, maybe this one is not the one for you, but it doesn't bother me, so I keep it around. This one, the glue eraser, works like a charm. I've got to clean this one up. It's getting a little shabby looking, but $1.25. I think back when I bought this, of course, it was only $1, but I would pay $1.25 to replace it. I can't recommend this item enough. It lasts forever, and it does the job. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to talk about Dollar Tree stamps. So look at that. We have bunches of sentiments that can use in a variety of different ways. I never imagined that Dollar Tree would carry something like that. I just can't wait to try this stamp. It's been in my stash a little bit, and I think that's an adorable bike. has some sentiments too. And birds, who doesn't love a bird? And of course, who doesn't love a butterfly? So those are the ones I've picked up. They do have some more, not a huge variety, but what I want to say to you is keep an open mind. No, they are not the highest quality stamps on the planet. This much we know, but for $1.25, if you have a stamp positioner and you stamp it more than once, you are golden. I find them just as good as most of the stamps in my stash that aren't from Dollar Tree. They are not photopolymer, I am sure, but they get the job done just as well if you have a stamp positioner. So give it a try. Step out of your comfort zone. This one you're going to find in the kids section or the teacher section, and it is poster board. And you may be wondering why I picked this up. This was a tip from Mary Polanco. If you are not a follower of hers, she has a ton of money-saving tips and recommendations, and I just love her. This poster board is what I use for alcohol inks in place of U-boat paper. So I never purchased U-boat paper. To me, it is super expensive. So I can't say it does the same job, but you can play with your alcohol inks with poster board. And obviously you can cut it up and make several panels, or you can use the whole sheet and cut it up later after you see which parts you like. So I can't recommend it high enough. 11 by 14, you could get a bunch of panels out of that. I always have these around my craft room. Okay, these are chopping mats. And we're moving now to the kitchen section. So these chopping mats are two for a pack, so you get two for $1.25. You could absolutely use it to do some ink blending or mixing your watercolors, anything that you would use for a need for a slick surface that you can wipe clean super easily. In addition to that, what I like to do is cut them down and make shims for my die cutting machine. I've been doing that for years and it works like a charm. So while you're in the kitchen section, take a look. These guys, I use them to hold on to my paper when I am heat embossing. And I like it way better than using the little tweezers, because the tweezers don't have a soft top, and I'm always worried that the metal is going to get hot, and nobody wants that. Also, a little spatula, and that is great for smoothing your paste. And this is the first time I found something like that, and so far so good. It's worth a try. Think about it. You never know. My last item is obviously a cutting board. I do like to tape down my paper for watercoloring. And also, this has got a little bit of texture to it. So if you want to scribble some of your media and add water, your water-soluble media, and add water and mix on here, it works beautifully. And I imagine it's similar to the product that Karen Dash puts out. I can't say they're the same. I don't have that one, but this one works pretty well. So that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it gave you some ideas that you might consider on your next trip to the Dollar Tree, or when you're looking in your craft room and thinking you need more of, let's say, some tape. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you use. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. And until next time, bye-bye, YouTube.